Hi guys, so this is Black Cross once again, and I don't know if I'm live. Am I live? Not yet. Yeah. Hi guys, this is Black Cross Lori and welcome back to my live stream. So guys, in today's video we are going to look at BTC. So apparently what's happening to BTC might be the same thing that's happening to Ethereum, or that's US dollar. Let's look at Ethereum. USDT, let's look at it. So actually the same thing that happens to BTC is what actually happens to Euro USDT. Let me close this. And yeah, I'm going to be using this one, so I'm going to duplicate. Yeah, I think this one is much better. So I think this is much better, so we're going to change this to Ethereum USDT. Should we use this one or should we use Binance? Yeah, so this is perfect. So guys, this is Ethereum or Ethereum. This is Ethereum, and yeah, so this is 1 hour time frame. Let me go to 4 hours. Okay, so guys, this is 4 hours time frame on Ethereum, or Ethereum as some of you call it. I'm just gonna do this, zoom in a little so we can have an overview of what's happening in the market overall or just now. Okay, so overall we can see that Ethereum has been on a downward trend for quite some time now. Actually from I think last year November, yeah, from this point to here it got to the highest level, which is its high. Let's look at it. Yeah, this level, this like was the highest point ever. And this is not what you're experiencing today, is not the lowest level ever reached. It's just one of the levels, guys. Yeah, I knew someone would have spoke, say what about this other side. Okay, this is not like the highest level. This is just basically some other level. This was some sort of the highest level up in 12th May 2021, but then we got the highest, which was at this point in November 2021, before a major drop began. And ever since, we have experienced this downward trend since last year. And you can see that by just doing this, you can just draw a trend line just to prove that. So the question is, what's next for Ethereum? What's next for BTC? So you'll see most of the traders will combine like BTC, they'll just write BTC USDT as, yeah, well, giving out their live stream, or maybe giving out their signals or their predictions of what may happen in the market. So guys, this is the trend, as you can see, downward trend, and we don't know if this is going to continue dropping to this level. Nobody really knows what may happen. Nobody really understands we try to analyze the market, but doesn't really mean that we know what will happen next. So what we always give out, what most of you call the signals, we call them predictions of what may happen in the near future. So there are people, when it comes to BTC, there are people who talk about it dropping further. This is 1 hour time frame. I'll show you how I came to that. So this is, sorry, I'm using a free version. So this is 1 hour time frame. No, this is now the 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours time frame. And you can see the same thing has been happening to, which has been happening to Ethereum, has been happening to Bitcoin. And yeah, since November we got to our high, which was 16.9, was this level over here. I'm trying to analyze, I'm avoiding to use some of the technical terminology that most people use while analyzing the charts. I'm trying to use the simplest words as possible, so that if you're new, you can actually understand what I'm saying. So this was the highest level that Bitcoin, this is actually the highest level that Bitcoin has ever hit or reached. So this happened around last year. You can see around last year, from around October, the increase started around September, and yeah, got to this level. So ever since this point here, we've seen a drastic drop on Bitcoin up until recently. So the past few weeks we were analyzing Bitcoin USDT, and I gave out my predictions, and we were hoping that maybe it will break, because there was some support and resistance, and we were hoping that it will break going upward. And we're using these basically, let me just draw because I can still remember my zones, which is this over here and this one over here. Now when you're trading, you have to go like bit by bit, being that I'm a day trader, so I go bit by bit. I don't analyze like I do my general analysis for like a day, or maybe a month, or maybe a weekly time frame. You can always do that. You're free to do that. You're allowed to do that. You can look at a day's time frame, and you can see, yeah, this is 1 day time frame, and you can see this kind of movement over here. So what I always do, for me, whenever I'm analyzing using these large time frames, like a day time frame or 1 hour, what I always do, I try to draw these lines back to these levels, because this kind of shows what really happened to the market on overall, because this was once our support, our resistance, sorry, this was once our resistance, and this was once now our support around this zone. Not, it doesn't have to be intact, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you just draw something that can really make sense. So at this level over here, you look at some of the levels where there were some of the liquidity, some strong moves going down or maybe going up. That's where we draw, and where you can see like the level that has been tested not once but twice, but even 3 times literally. So you can see like this level has not only been tested once. It was first tested here, it went to this level, came down to this level, and again it tested this level over here, it came down to around this level, it went up. This is why I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it is around this zone over here, it's like the same level. So you can say that this level was not just tested once. Let me just look for something. No, I'm gonna use a bigger one. Let me use this one. Sorry, no way. Yeah, this is what I wanted actually. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on it again now that okay, so we have this point. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clone. Where is it? I'm gonna clone it and move it. Okay, so come on. Don't be like that. I have to remove. Just have to remove that one. Okay, so we have this point over here. We also have this point over here. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you understand the points that I'm talking about. We also have this point over here. So this level was not just tested once, but you can see it was tested almost 4 times before the actual break going downwards. Okay, so yeah, and you can see the top zones, these ones over here. This is like an overall. I'm just doing an overall, like the highest points and what used to be our lowest points when we were trading. So I'm going to change these colors to which color, something much brighter. Oh no, doesn't really make any change. So okay, so this used to be our major points. You can see this used to be our major points. This level, and this level was not tested once but 4 times before a major breakdown going downwards, and a major breakout, not breakdown, a major breakout going downwards to this level over here. And you can see something interesting about this level is that there was quite some movement from this level going upward, which makes it a bit interesting. And that's why you can see like there is some sort of resistance at this level, a battle sort of. Let me just draw that. Yeah, this level over here. So this, if you're analyzing your charts overally, like you can always analyze it this way so that you can know where to place your buys or what to expect in the market. Why do we analyze our charts like this? So there is something we call volatility in the market, or liquidity as most of the people call it. But if you're a newbie, maybe you've heard of volatility in the market. Maybe whenever there is a news coming out, or yeah, mostly whenever there is a news coming out, there is always a strong move. Or maybe any financial institution might decide that today they want to buy or maybe sell the BTC, and you will see these kinds of movement like in these zones over here. These are some of the strong moves that you can always put a mark on, because this shows that there was some liquidity that has been left on this point. And that's why you can see, like, let me just start with this level over here from the left, just to explain it better and what to expect. So this level over here, we are in BTCUSDT. You can see there was a strong movement going upward for quite, this is on a day time frame, so you can see like for quite some days the market was moving upward with no limit. And you can see this happened, and then from this level it came down to this level. So we kind of had some of the support at this level, and you can see like this level has also been tested not once but quite some time. You can always draw that. You don't have to draw a lot of lines because it can cause a lot of confusion, but if you know what you're doing, if you're careful about what you're doing, you can always draw these lines because they will help you understand better what has been happening in the market. So you can always draw these lines. It doesn't matter, as long as you understand what you're doing, you're good to go. So around these zones over here, I don't want to draw it to this level because there is one that we've already drawn over there. It's almost the same level. So let me just draw it to this level so that we can just understand the market. Okay, so around this level there was some sort of resistance, not resistance but support. So supply and demand, actually support and resistance actually stands for, support is the supply, resistance is the demand. Demand is whereby like people, like the normal business language, supply is like selling, you're supplying, and then where like there are lots of sellers waiting to sell, and demand is whereby there are a lot of buyers waiting to buy or take position in the market. So demand basically is you as a customer wanting to buy something, and supply is whereby like an institution, maybe an industry, a production company wanting to supply goods to their clients. So that is just basically the language that you have to apply here. It's as simple as such: supply, demand. Suppliers, demanders. So suppliers are sellers, demanders are buyers. Like you being a customer, you have to buy. Supplier being a